Here's a major concert announcement brought to you by the Metal Hand of God podcast.
This was the old sound of one of this generation's most proficient songwriters. Amazing musician and vocalist Aaron Lewis, August 25th, live at the Fillmore, brings his new outlaw country sound.
Cowboy.
That's right, August 25th at the Fillmore, New Orleans. Circle that date on your calendar. This is one summer concert you're not going to want to miss.
Incredible!
Love our whiskey and we love our homegrown. God damn, it's so good to be home. We wear Carhartt, we don't wear suits. We wear square toes.
Said to be one of the greatest songwriters in our generation, Aaron Lewis, August 25th, will be performing live on stage at the Fillmore, New Orleans.
Cause the biggest things in life are your friends and family.
That's right, New Orleans Goes Country, August 25th. Get your tickets at livenation.com, thefillmoreneworleans.com, or the MHOG podcast website. Click on the links, it'll take you to ticket sales. Aaron Lewis, August 25th.
What an amazing announcement!
You'll be hard-pressed to find another rock and country show anywhere in Louisiana like this one, August 25th, at the Fillmore, New Orleans. Aaron Lewis. The MHOG podcast, in association with the Fillmore, New Orleans, working hard to bring you an entire year of amazing concerts. Make sure you go to the MHOG podcast website. Also check out the Fillmore, New Orleans website for ticket sales, or go to Live Nation. This concert, Aaron Lewis, you can't miss, August 25th. See you there.
Give them nothing, but take from them everything.
And welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast. I am your host, Wayne, and the Dream Warrior himself is over there.
Jesus Christ. I'm the Rum Guy.
And today we have one of the sexiest men in the NOLA scene. I just want to say, Mr. Ricky Morales, what's happening?
I thought y'all had Josh last week.
No. He's the
Y'all
second.
talk about the sexiest man.
He's the second.
I liked his intro better. I get Dream Warrior.
Yeah, you're the
What
Dream
the
Warrior,
hell?
man. Look.
All
You got to give the guest the hype.
Ah,
You're on the show all the time. I can't fucking keep hyping you up.
all right. I see it.
Fucking
Anyway.
retard. So what's up, Rick?
What's up, guys?
How was your day today,
Hey.
sir?
I had work.
Yeah, me
My
too.
coworker-
That's fun.
Aside from like Devin, who y'all know works with Pickle over at the Scoop.
Yeah.
I work with him, but other than him, like all of my coworkers pretty much suck.
That's
Well,
terrible.
that makes for a long day.
That's terrible.
I distract myself.
By touching yourself?
The company is implementing new Facebook rules because of me.
Really? That's amazing.
I haven't been there that long.
I'm proud of you.
Thank
What
you.
what do you do?
God.
Not company, just what do you do? Besides play on Facebook.
So I run like Cat 6 and shit. I'm not trained for the fiber optics yet, but that is something that I'm working towards with them.
Nice.
So mostly it's just like Cat 6, Cat 5e, Cat 6a, fucking OSP Cat 6 everywhere, all over the fucking city.
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
Not like with AT&T or anything. Fuck those dudes.
Yeah, just whatever.
As I use AT&T internet.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Oh, man. So, all right, dude. We brought you on the show for a few reasons.
Yeah.
1, because you're sexy. 2, because we want to get some stuff out there with for your Dead Sea Media, man. You're getting this off the ground, dude. I'm excited about it. I wanna help push this, man.
Yeah, Wayne was telling me some about it, but I want to hear some more. What is this all about?
All right, so first and foremost, locals first. In the future, yeah, I'd like to book some national acts, but my primary focus is local bands. There's a lot of locals out there. A lot of the musicians segregate themselves, whether intentional or accidental is widely open for debate. But a lot of musicians, they isolate themselves to just playing with other metal bands or bands that their friends are in, and I don't want that to continue to happening because, like, there's a lot of great bands. Like, me and my fiance Jenna, we go to a lot of shows. We see a lot of bands outside our friend community. Like some of the local music I listen to, no one's fucking heard of, and that sucks because there are a lot of good local bands that aren't in the local metal community that play shit that would pique all of our interest.
I agree 110% on that, and I've been bitching and preaching that shit for years. That guys need to get out of their fucking comfort zone and go somewhere else and listen to other bands. You guys want people to support you. Why don't you go support other than your buddies, man? I mean, yeah, go support your friends, man. It's awesome, but there are so many talented bands out there. Dude, you don't know how hard it is for me to pull bands that no one's ever heard of to Babylon to try to get them to mix in with other bands. It's fucking ridiculous. Like,
I know,
dude. I've been
you're preaching to the choir.
Oh, I know, dude. I know, dude. Like what I do is, like, sometimes I'll put on shows where there's, like, an acoustic act, a fucking metal band, and somebody else that doesn't exist. Their genres all mixed up or whatever. Yeah. And I do that on purpose because we need more people to show up for that metal band that are going to listen to the other acts and go, wow, those guys were really fucking good. Maybe I'll go listen to them next time they play.
I think it's great. It's a mash of entertainment. One, you can see different influences. I think it's a great idea. I mean, what made you, Rick, to want to go about doing this? Was it just something that you
frustration?
You just frustrated?
It's been a long time coming for me. Me and Jenna, we've been talking about doing like all ages venues and trying to open up our own venue.
Awesome.
And I'd like to start like booking shows, building a name for myself. So when we inevitably do open our own venue, I have that established. I book shows kind of thing going for me.
Yeah.
I have the contacts. I don't have to be like, hey man, any bands that want to play this day? I mean, I'm not saying like other venues doing that is bad because it inevitably happens to everybody.
Yeah.
But I want to be to the point where it's like I have an opening this weekend, or not this weekend, but I have all these openings coming up and fill them up as much as I can. If I can't fill those dates up, just be like, hey, friends, come help. But I want to be able to book consistently, just build up my little black book. I mean, I'm sure. Fucking
a catalog, basically.
Yeah. That's exactly what I did, dude. You're perfectly doing perfect. Yeah, you got to do that first, man. You always have to build up your black book and figure out what who you can put where and what you can do and become friends with all these guys. And then when you can't find that spot, that's when you go, hey, Ricky, you know anybody that could fill this acoustic spot? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I did last time. And it's like,
yeah,
it's hard because I'll ask 10 people if they can't fill a spot, then I got to find somebody to do it. So I'm like, hey, you guys know anybody? And it worked out great too. I got those guys to play it, so that was great.
Wait, did you get Vega or Caleb?
Vega.
No shit.
Yeah, bro.
I'm finna roll up.
That's gonna be good, dude. It's gonna be really good.
I think it would always. It just seems that I'm in a completely different state than you guys, but I know what it was like in Georgia, and I know what it's like up here in North Carolina. It just seems to always work better when everybody works together.
Absolutely.
And you're right, man. It seems like a lot of times people put up barriers around their, as you said, either intentionally or accidentally, they put up barriers around their genre, their group.
Dude.
And then all that, you can't see what's right in front of you because you build walls right there.
Yeah. This
it's tough.
This music scene has been notorious for this. Ever since I've been in and out of this music scene for almost 20 something years. And
God, you're old.
Yeah, I know. I have to tell me that. And it's been that way ever since. Like I get
it.
You had your clique, but when we first started, it was like everybody who was in Crowbar and I Hate God and all those guys, Goat Horde. That was that clique. And then they had, a few other guys who started with like, Skin Crawl, and those guys were like that clique. And then it just kind of, the rest of us just fell wherever we fell. And like it was a bitch to get shows unless you knew somebody, that was gonna like take a chance on a new band.
Yeah, it wasn't until like 2013 that I had a place to fall. Like in 2013, the New Orleans metalcore community blew up. And that's what I was into, and that is what I still am into today. And today, like I know, like in New Orleans, there's like 3 fucking metalcore bands.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. There should be. I mean, but that's a scene that really I feel should be blowing up even bigger there. Shouldn't it?
I agree.
I like to think we bring the best of like all the worlds. Like, yeah, there's some parts in metalcore that obviously not everybody's going to enjoy, just like in death metal. I listen to like very little death metal because there's not a whole lot for me to enjoy. A lot of it tends to sound the same, which is really a shame, especially like at the local level. Like you think, you think you'd want to stop sounding like fucking Crowbar or Down or fucking Pantera.
Right.
There's more out there than just fucking Pantera.
Dude.
Sure.
Oh, God. I'm glad you think this way because, but there are so many people out there that don't. And it bothers me. It bothers me so bad, dude. It's like, come on, guys. I get it. You're influenced by these dudes. It's awesome. It's really cool.
I'm influenced by Pantera. I love Pantera.
Same.
I grew up on Pantera.
Same.
But that's not the end all be all.
No, I mean, if you listen to what we put out for our Breach records and stuff, man, like the prior stuff, we had sound nothing like that. But you
can hear the influence, but it doesn't sound like Pantera.
Right. I mean, it's
I mean, they had a voice, but you've got to have your own voice, not repeat what they said.
Right. You can't be the same thing because if we just keep writing the same music over and over again, music's gonna die.
Right.
Because
it gets stale.
Why would anybody want to listen to the same stuff over and over again? I don't. I haven't found a new band, like personally in my personal collection that I could sit down and say, hey, I listen to that record over and over again. It's pathetic because I love music and I love to listen to new stuff, but there's nothing out there for me to be, ooh, I'm excited,
Well,
you heard the new Revocation yet?
I have not, but everyone is telling me about it though.
Bruh. It's good.
Yeah, I hear, man. I hear nothing but good things about it. I need to get a copy of that record so I can go listen to it.
They're coming to town. I forget what day.
I was gonna send that to me too because I want to know when that show is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll definitely go to that.
Yeah, I think they just announced a headlining tour for I think it's Darling. Was it November? Revocation announced the tour. Yeah, sometime in November. Revocation's doing their first headlining tour, and that's gonna be sick.
I agree. Those dudes are fucking bad.
Bruh.
So you were talking about also more places that have all ages shows.
We don't have one.
That's a lacking thing. That seems to be. Jab mentioned that when he was on the show.
Yeah, we don't have that.
So
you used to.
We used to, yeah. It was the Cypress. I don't know the intimate details behind it like he does, but what I can say about what's happening now is that if we don't get one soon, it ends with us. It ends with those metalcore kids that decided to stick around.
110%. I agree. I like the dude. Like when we go to shows, we see the same people out there. You know, Matt David's always out there. You know, the guys that are in their 40s and later. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, they're not going to go to shows anymore because we all kind of get tired of going to them. You know what I'm saying? Like eventually. But it's kind of, we need to keep the scene or community or scene alive by getting this all ages venue up and running. And I've been advocate behind that for a long time. And
do you think it's an insurance issue?
I think it's definitely an insurance issue.
It's definitely an insurance. It's insurance and just, I guess, lack of it feels like there's lack of interest. But if you ask any local musician what we need, it's one of the things they say. It's always a bullet point in any conversation of what the community needs.
That's in the top 10 of everything. Yeah,
everything.
So basically, I mean, what you need a good venue. You're talking about eventually opening a venue, so you need a good location.
Yep.
You need if you're doing an all ages shows. Or in your mind, what do you have at an all ages show in your venue? What do you have? Do you have a bar or do you not have a bar?
No.
Fuck no.
No bar.
No bar.
No Not bar. Even BYOB. No BYOB. And I mean, of course, there's going to be the guys that go in the back and just like at Cypress Days, drink on their own. Fine, do that. Don't bring it in the fucking venue. There's going to be.
Make sure you're off the fucking property. Period.
Yeah. There's going to be the weed issue, of course. There's no stopping that. I'm an advocate for it. Don't partake myself.
Same.
Just fucking don't do it around the kids. It's like bottom line. I mean,
cool.
If you wouldn't want your kids to be exposed to it, don't do it.
Yeah.
So just 80-60 alcohol. Have a cool the caffeine bar, slushy bar type of thing.
You can even do something where you have your own non-alcoholic drinks that are specifically to your club. That way. It's kind of like they're ordering something special. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool,
cool.
That would be a really cool idea.
What all ages venue has fucking horchata,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's cool. So you've got that. So if you get the location, you've got that down. Other than the getting your fire safety stuff in order, making sure. The insurance you get. You're probably going to have to carry at least. What, $2 million in liability? I would go with $2 million liability
at least.
Smart.
I've dealt with businesses so many years. It's so yeah. I usually carry with my businesses. I've always carried at least $1 million. So $2 million, I would say, with at least a venue that's something with kids.
Yeah.
And what's your minimum age?
I guess with parents around, under 12 is fine. After that, 12. Have somebody older with you. Don't come alone. Okay. Obviously, we'll have people there to keep a close eye. I don't want it to end up like the Cypress, where fucking shit can go down. And I know shit went down at the Cypress because I grew up out of the Cypress.
Right.
So I wanna have it where I have a staff who's attentive, as opposed to just being there to hang out with their friends. You're not there to hang out with your friends. You're there to work, to cultivate an environment.
Sure. Do you do any type of I'm just saying. I'm just throwing things out. I'm trying to get a visual because it really is a great idea, and I've seen all ages venues. I'm just pulling things off that I've seen work in the past.
Yeah,
I've been at places that have they've done I'm going to call it a bar rail split. So if you're 16 and under or back on this side, 18 and over on this side type of thing, it's still very open, but you got the bar rail split. Is that something that you would think that may work just so you keep the parents and the kids on one side and then the more rowdy teens on the other side?
That sounds like an excellent idea that I will now take into consideration.
You could actually split it to where you have to be an X amount of age, 16 and above, to be closer to the floor. You know what I'm saying? Not the floor, but where the dancing begins.
Yeah.
That way the parents and the kids don't get hurt. That would be a good idea.
I've been in places where they've split it with they've made it very industrial looking, where they've made it split with very cool black chain link. I've seen it where they've just done really cool kind of gothic looking wrought iron and stuff like that. It just made it so it didn't look like you were segregating. It just looked like you were on one side or the other, but it was still very visibly open, so you didn't feel separated from the party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of like better House of Blues.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Very much like that.
Like we went to this the one in Myrtle Beach, and the way like areas are separated is very organic as compared to ours, where it's like you're either by the sound booth or on the floor.
Yeah.
But the one in Myrtle Beach had like 3 different tiers. It was really great. It was
That's
actually really exciting.
That's that's the one I usually go to, is that one, because I'm right up here across the border.
Yeah, he's not too far by it.
Yeah, so that Myrtle Beach House of Blues is the shit.
It's nice.
I need when we go up there, I'm gonna have to take a trip over there just to check it out.
Dude, hit it up. It is beautiful.
Like, and it's sad because the reason ours is so cramped is because it's in the fucking French Quarter.
Yep.
It seems like a crappy location for it.
It is.
It's the worst. Like, the actual parking lot for the building is like 6 blocks
away from it.
Garage.
Yeah.
I was like, who came up with this shit? I went down there, was like, we should go to a concert while we were at the House of Blues. I'm like, fuck, this sucks.
It's
the Live Nation apparently thought it was a good idea.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
It was just a crap spot. I mean, I get they wanted to be in the quarter. I get it. But
right, because there's a lot of foot traffic there. But a lot of locals don't go there.
Right, people will go to the House of Blues. They'll drive to the spot. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the House of Blues. They'll go to the concert. You don't have to put it that freaking convenient, for Christ's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot of people really there's a lot of people outside of the music community who firmly believe that the House of Blues is like the only venue for music in the area at all. It's so bizarre to me.
Man, it's the worst venue in the area for music, in my personal opinion. Like, what's the last big thing they had there besides cover bands, dude?
We went to one recently. A lot of the metal shows that I tend to go there for are actually like usually packed house, sold out shows. It's not very intimate, of course, and there's a lot of people, Yeah. But it's still like to see the bands that I'm there supporting for like have people turn up in those droves. It's like, wow, where are you guys for the local shows for the bands that sound exactly like this?
Doesn't that hurt? It sucks so bad, dude. Like when I go to shows like that and I see like all these people and I'm going, where are these fucking people at? Like I'm like, dude, the Babylon is a small place. 50 of you motherfuckers could fill this place up. 50. There's fucking 6,000 of y'all here. Why aren't 50 of you coming to local shows?
Fucking. Well, the contortionists, they come through regularly, and I'm not saying by any stretch or means that my own personal band is exactly like the contortionists, but we're in that vein. And it's like, where are you guys at our shows? Like you're in the crowd saying, "Man, I wish they came to town more often." You got bands just like this in your backyard.
Exactly.
You just don't care.
Nope.
Now,
sure
speaking of, I don't mean to interrupt you real quick, but you mentioned your band real quick since you brought it up, Event Horizon.
Yes.
New video of Man. Very cool. Very cool
Thank
video,
you.
by the way.
Fresco did that just like he did Jab's video.
Yeah. I love that video, dude. That video is incredible. Just to put it out there.
Thank you.
And you have a guy from the Contortionist featured in your video too.
Yes.
He does.
Robbie Baca, their guitarist.
Yeah. Man, that dude is awesome.
Dude, he shreds. Like we are. So we want to play his guitar solo live, but none of us have collectively figured out the whole thing yet.
Really?
It's out there. Like I figured out bits and pieces myself. Gary, he's figured out a few pieces. Britt has figured out a few pieces, but like we all like have in the same area of the pieces. Just like, okay, cool. What about this section? They're all like, I don't know.
They're like, nope.
Yep, pretty much. It's like, and it's not even shreddy. It's just Robbie likes to tap, and none of us are tapping artists. We're shred. We're fucking legato. We want to do like straight pick against the string kind of shit.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, no, we're not gonna do that today.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's fucking incredible, man. Like, I really enjoy your shit, dude. I've never told you that because, we don't ever see each other very often. But, no, dude, I love the band, man. I really do.
Thank you. We work really, really hard. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I mostly work on, and whenever I can't work on something, they do it for me. But a lot of like behind the scenes stuff's like I carry a lot of that weight. So when somebody is exposed to it and it's all like, oh, that's awesome, I'm all like, yeah, I worked hard to get that. That was awesome.
And you know what, dude, and it shows. That's another thing too. Is like you guys really, really put a lot into it. It's not like, hey, we just got this band, I'm going to throw this together, here it is. You know what I'm saying?
You guys have been together for a little while now, haven't you?
Nope.
No?
What's today's day? Let me see. It's
What have you been, like 3 weeks?
2 years.
Nah, 2 years, man.
2 years, that's good, man. That's not bad for a band. I mean, that's a while. I mean, as far as bands go, that's a while.
As far as local bands go, hell yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
You know how it goes.
Yeah,
Hey,
there are many people consider us a regional band now, but I mean, how little we play out of state and out of town. It's just like, are we really, or are we just a local band who likes to go on vacation sometimes?
Well,
that's
you
not
guys
wrong with
have a
that.
sound.
Take it.
You guys have a great sound. I mean, you guys, you've got a. I mean, you've got a regional sound. You've got a touring sound. You guys should be touring more.
Our problem right now is all of us, every single one of us, are sick of the set we're playing right now. So we're sinking a lot of time into writing an album so we could tour with that.
That's
good.
good.
That's a
new
good
material. Honestly, like, I don't want to go to, like, as an example, not saying we're going to go there next year, but like Seattle. I don't want to go to Seattle and play shit I wrote 2 years ago,
Right,
for the entirety of it. I want to be like, yo, I wrote this shit this year. Bam.
Right.
Yo, this song, I wrote this song in the van. What's up?
What's up? Right.
me and KG wrote this song 5 minutes ago.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking, dude.
Like, I like being complimented on the old stuff, of course. It's a lot of that is like vastly my brainchild, but it doesn't represent who we are today, which I think is important to focus on, as opposed to who we were 2 years ago.
Right.
I mean, if you listen, you've obviously you both heard of Man.
Yeah.
It's vastly different from our earlier work.
Now, Wayne knows you a lot better than I do. Are any of the guys in the band with you now were in any of your previous projects?
Yep.
Okay.
My other guitarist, Brendan Wynn, I pretty much refuse to play without him.
Okay.
He keeps me challenged enough to push myself farther. He's such a skilled musician, not just guitarist. He's a skilled musician. There isn't a goddamn thing on this planet that he can't play, and proficiently. And having him around and seeing him be as good as he is at everything.
Now, did you meet him when you were in West End?
We played West End together, incidentally. He was the drummer. But I played with him before that in Calibrate the Massacre.
Okay, oh wow, that's way back in.
Way back. We've been playing since then.
Damn,
dude. You were like what, about 16 back in?
8 years old.
Yeah, I was like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fresh out of high school.
That's cool, man.
You guys are babies.
Yeah, we're babies.
I feel so fucking old, dude.
He was born, and I was like 1990. 1990.
You know what I did in 1990, man? I was going to see Gwar at the music hall in it was 1991. Sorry, yeah.
Nice.
You were 1 year old, and I was seeing Gwar. That's fucking weird.
I've got shoes from 1990.
Well, wait, what's even weirder is my wife is your age too. So it's like, she was 1 year old when I was watching Gwar too.
Oh, that's
you're a Gwar watching motherfucker while we were just like sucking on our mama's titties.
Right.
Yeah.
I was getting like
he was
alien
waiting for
blood.
his wife to grow up so he could do it.
Right, exactly. I was like, come on, damn. At least,
like, how long till I can get you pregnant and suck on your titties?
I mean, at least 16. At least 16. Come on. Wait,
Come on.
my bad. No, not 16. That's terrible.
Not in Louisiana.
No, 17 in Louisiana. It's all right.
Yeah, 17. You have 1 year after that.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, speaking of music that you love, we are going to play our amazing concert announcement for the Fillmore for your favorite band, Die Antwoord, right now.
Okay.
So here we go.
The Metal Hand of God is proud to announce a major concert event brought to you by the Fillmore, New Orleans legendary concert venue.
Ladies and gentlemen, South African hip-hop legends, Die Antwoord. Only at the Fillmore, New Orleans. Incredible! September 26th. MHOG Podcast. Oh my God! One of the most interesting concert experiences you will have all year long. Brought to you by the Fillmore, New Orleans, and the Metal Hand of God. September 26th. Be there. Get your tickets before this is all sold out. Cool. What an amazing stage performance you will witness from a band that has sparked controversy all over the world. Get those tickets at livenation.com, thefillmoreneworleans.com, or go to the Metal Hand of God podcast. That's the MHOG podcast.com. Click on the links that will take you to ticket sales. September 26th. Be there.
So yeah, there you go. Ricky's favorite band of all time.
Love
You know
it
what?
so much.
Die
I
Antwoord.
think it's great because now I know what to get him for Christmas.
Right.
Give him one of the shirts.
And
He
so
can wear
what
it on
if
stage.
I'll wear the shirt. I'm not even gonna lie.
I got some
I'm not
tickets
paying
for him.
it.
I got some tickets for him.
That's cool.
Shit.
Anyway, so dude, you got some shows coming up, right?
Yep.
For Dead Scene
Got it.
Media. So I know you got some stuff
a
coming up.
little bit.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be a part of one of them. So
I mean, that was totally not even my choice. I was trying to honestly, nothing against you. I was all like, let's do it at Southport, make it huge. And he was all like, yo, Babs is my favorite venue. And I was like, tight. You know, I love Babs. Don't even get me wrong. I grew up out of Babs. I played some of my best shows at Babs. I've seen some of my favorite shows at Babs. I've met some of my favorite people at Babs. They deserve that award that they just got.
Yeah.
Straight the fuck up.
that was really cool, man. I was extremely happy about that. Was it third place for best dive bar in the area?
Oh,
I mean, it looked like they were the only Metairie bar too.
Yeah, they were. They
So
were the
it's
only
first
one.
place for Metairie.
Yeah,
oh, that's freaking cool, man.
it was very, very cool, dude. I was happy to be a part of that.
Awesome. Well, what about these shows? What's going on with this stuff?
So first, we got this Friday, in fact, July 5th, we got Megalofest.
Ooh.
Which this will air that day, so it's tonight, people.
Yes.
Go tonight.
I think WDSU is supposed to be doing some coverage on it as well on Friday.
Nice. Yeah, we were supposed to. I tried to get in touch with this dude that was contacting us from the Gambit, and I called him 4 times, never got back to me. So I was like, whatever.
That's whack. Not like anybody reads the Gambit anyway.
Yeah, I know, but he was trying to do something about it on the Gambit, and I was like, okay, that's really cool, but they never got back to me. So I was like, well, fuck
That's
you
their
guys.
loss.
Yeah.
People would have actually read it.
Right. You'd have had some people in there reading your shit.
It's kind of like the same issue with 92.3. I'm not going to get you into it, but if you played rock music, you'd have a larger audience.
Agreed.
Period.
Yeah.
If I turn on B97, I shouldn't be hearing the same shit. If I'm going to listen to what I'm listening to on 92.3, aside from the Woody Show in the morning, I'm going to listen to B97.
Right. I I am wholeheartedly behind you on that, dude. Like when I heard that they were gonna have this new rock station, like it's gonna be cool, and I was like, nah.
What's give me an example. What type of rock they're playing?
Like the heaviest thing they do is like old Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like really pop. It's
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like
okay.
it's all the pop music that has guitars in it sometimes.
Okay. This is the new one from One Direction.
Here comes Train. Oh, really?
Pretty much. Yeah, there's that one Train song that slaps.
And we're gonna have a
Meet Virginia.
Here's a 5-song tribute to whatever the fuck that dude's name is from The Voice. I can't think of his name.
Oh shit.
Maroon 5. There you go. That's what 5 songs by Maroon 5. Here we go.
5 for 5.
Yeah. And they all sound like, yeah, baby. Sorry, go ahead.
Pretty much. They all sound like the Black Keys.
Yeah.
They kind of do. Yeah.
Okay,
So we got one on the 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah, one on the 5th. Megalofest. It's all about Keith Courtney. He's a big local fan. He's at every. If he's at your show, you're good. You're either in a good band or you're playing with a good band.
Yeah.
Period. I forget all the details, but he was just told by a doctor pretty much like, "Oh shit, you got some shit failing on you." And I love this dude. He's one of the coolest people I've met playing music.
I agree.
Anytime you walk up to him, you're like, "Yo, what's up, Keith?" And he's all like, "Here's a cool story about my life," and it's all like, "Yo, that's tight."
Yeah, like
every time.
Keith is one of the best people I've met doing any sort of music, like doing music, playing music, booking bands, anything. Keith has been one of the best people I've ever met.
Absolutely. He's adamant about going to local shows. He
supports.
His body craves it.
Yeah, he supports every weekend. He's at a show no matter what.
He's the guy everybody else needs to strive to be.
Yeah, like for the 8 Unholy Nights, he's the only one that's been to. He's been to 2 because the first year he wasn't around here, but the 2 that he's been to, the Unholy Nights, he went to all 8 nights. And he stayed all 8 nights, for 2 years in a row.
That's dedication right there.
He loves what he loves,
dude. That's a lot of bands. That's like 5 bands a night, 4 or 5 bands a night for fucking 8 nights.
Crazy.
Awesome.
So it's great. It's beautiful.
Badass, man. Badass.
That's why he owns the trophy.
Yep. So Megalofest is the venue was picked by him, and so were all the bands. We got Swamp Stank, Dead Machine Theory, War Rig, Angry 88, and Dead Centered.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, dude. It's gonna be
a heavy show.
Good one.
Fucking slaps.
Like I'm excited about that show. Oh, you forgot War Rig.
No, I said War Rig.
Oh, you did? Okay, I didn't hear
you. Forgot War Rig.
Just take your pick. Just take your pills. You're fine.
Oh man, my dementia's setting in.
It's all right.
Old man.
Yeah. Hey man, I can't help it, dude. Can't help it.
I feel like that sometimes, man.
Yeah, it sucks. But anyway, what else you got? I know you got
Saturday. That. Yeah, I got a bunch, man. I mean, not really a bunch, but I got some shows.
You got some good ones coming, some big ones. I'm excited about these, dude.
So the very next day at Southport Hall, I have Cat Bamboo,
which is
the 6th.
Yes, the 6th, the Saturday. Or if you're watching this today, tomorrow.
Yes.
So we got Cat Bamboo. They're going to be headlining tonight. They're a local math rock from Baton Rouge, and in my opinion, are hands down, one of the best bands New Orleans has seen in a very long time. And they're not even from New Orleans, but we might as well claim them because we love them a whole lot more than Baton Rouge.
Right.
Sweet.
So we got Josh Berger performing as Jab Leone. We have this other math rock band called Shambles. They are like our premier math rock band. They are on a rise. You might remember them back in the day, Wayne. It previously known as Pursuance.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Those guys.
That's fucking cool, man.
And they fucking slap. And I rag on them constantly because I want them to bring Pursuance back because I love Pursuance.
And then they say no.
Yeah, and so we got this new, is not really a new artist, but a new artist for me, Kanye the Beast. He is another rapper.
Nice.
Cat Bamboo does a lot of stuff with a lot of rappers when they go on tour. So I'm really excited to see how like Cat Bamboo meshes with these guys because they like bringing rappers on tour with them to rap on top of their set, which is really cool. If you go watch Cat Bamboo's video, they have Chaos Light rapping over
cool.
their song.
That's very cool.
It's very cool. They're really awesome, really cool guys.
Yeah, I like them. I've heard them several times. Never got to see them live, even though I've seen them play. Their name all over the place. But daddy stuff. I haven't been out to shows and unfortunately like actually able to go to shows like constantly like I did before the baby. Was a different story. But now gotta be daddy and do things.
I'll give you a little advice, and I think your kid's gonna love it. Southport, the deck show, all the deck shows. You can bring your kid on the patio. I brought my daughter over there. She fucking loved it,
dude. You know what? He loves shows because at Fillmore, I'm gonna tell you this: all ages.
Yo,
all ages, dude. Any show, all ages. Like I brought him to see Rob Zombie. He fucking went nuts.
I brought my kid to see Meshuggah.
I brought, I was going to bring him to see Meshuggah, man, but I was kind of like, this might be a little bit too much for him right now. Being that he's only 3, I was like, it might be a little too much. But I brought him to Rob Zombie. I brought him to Coheed. Brought him to Coheed in Cambria. That was his first concert, actually.
Oh, I bet he loved that.
He did, man. He thought it was really cool.
Fucking Homeboy sings like a goddamn angel.
Dude, he's so good. So
unfair.
Fucking good.
So
good.
Unfair.
It is. It really is. Like
I do. I love his voice.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's like every time he sings, though, I want to play a round of D&D.
I think that's like his goal. That's what he sets out to do. Because they write comic books. I don't know if y'all know that.
Oh yeah, dude! Like they were selling them. I was so tempted to buy the collected set. I was like, man, I really want this because it was signed by all of them.
I hear really good things.
Yeah, I hear it's very good. Like, and it goes along with their albums too.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's a lot like what Gerard Way has been doing, but a little darker.
Yeah, I haven't. Which books are he writing besides that fucking TV show that was on?
Well, he wrote the comics for that, and I know he's got a couple. Maybe he's got a couple others. I don't know like the full details of it.
Yeah.
But I know he is a very experienced writer.
Oh, okay.
He's been around, like aside from just My Chemical Romance, he's been doing some shit.
Nice. I never was into those dudes.
Shame.
Well, it was that
I saw them live, accidentally. Once with I actually went to go see Lacuna Coil.
Yeah.
And they were actually playing with Lacuna Coil.
That fucking band's good too.
Freaking love that band. And but I don't know if I really liked My Chemical Romance that much. It was off their first album, and I don't know. Well, they were all right.
I kind of missed that emo stage. I was never an emo kid. I was older. Like when the emo stuff was coming out, we were like, "What the fuck is this?"
I was always emo, man. I ran around with my vampire teeth, and I was like, "Oh, don't touch me."
Right. Yeah.
Well, this is the perfect opportunity to segue into my next show.
Sweet.
So I don't know if y'all know what happened to emo, but it split into a couple of branches. One of which is SoundCloud rap. And the other is that like sad boy indie kind of music.
Right.
So I brought both of those genres together at Southport Hall for August 2nd.
Nice, dude.
Yep. So we got, let me pull this up. Headlining tonight, I got Vega, of course, because I fucking love Vega.
Those dudes are awesome.
God, they're so good, dude. Like New Orleans has so many good locals, and it's so unfair because if too many of them play in one night, it's like, where do I go?
It's hard to go see everybody. Yeah,
it's hard, but it's awesome though. It's so great
it's good to have choices.
Absolutely, it's cool to be like, well, who's playing tonight? Oh shit, all these dudes are playing tonight. Where the fuck am I supposed to go?
Right.
And then you actually sit around. You're like having dinner. You're like, well, we can go spend 2 hours here, and then we can go here, try to catch part of them.
Yeah, we'll finish the night. This guy.
You almost feel obligated to go everywhere, almost. Just to.
I mean, if there's a show at Southport Hall, by the time it's finished, fucking Babylon's starting.
It's just starting. Yeah,
it's true.
That's how I did it. That's exactly how I did one of the nights at Eight Holy Nights, because it was that night that for Michael Chason's thing at Southport, and I went over there to watch a few bands there. And then I had to run back to Babylon to start up the shows over there.
So we got Vega. There's this rapper you might know from another band. The rapper's name is Venture, but he was previously the vocalist for Too Soon.
Oh, okay, really?
Yep.
Fuck yeah! I've been talking to him back and forth, trying to get him to do a show at Babs.
Bro, do it. He's so awesome. He's really good.
Yeah, I really like him, dude. God damn, I can't. It's killing me I can't remember his real name. But anyway, Val. That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking Val.
Yeah, we also got Nomad on that one as well.
Nice.
With Jab Leone.
That's another good band.
It's a lot of sad boy stuff going on that night.
Yeah, I want to say one of the members of Nomad is my cousin.
Is it Nick Dan?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what his name is. I do know.
You need to know your family.
Well, no, it's not that, because his mother is my first cousin, right? But I've never dealt with that side of the family.
Oh.
So
well,
I don't know. It was really weird because we were talking. Me and his mother were talking, and she's like, yeah, my son's in a band. I said, oh yeah, really? And I think it was Nomad. I was like, wow, that's fucking cool. I booked those guys a few times. I had no idea my second cousin was in there.
That's funny. On the note of family, I met someone who thinks they're related to you.
Yeah.
Jeff Barris.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, man. We're not really sure if we're related or not.
Yeah, we talked about that. I was doing a job out at his job.
Oh, no shit.
I was talking to the fucking little black guys that work in the warehouse, and then I'm showing them Jab Leone, and they're looking at my music video, and they're all like, "Yo, you know who'd like your fucking music? Fucking Jeff." And I'm all like, "Okay, I'll go talk to Jeff." I didn't know it was Jeff Barris yet, so I'll go over to Jeff, and I'm all like, "Yo, Jeff, your fucking warehouse guys told me to come talk to you about my band," and he's all like, "Oh yeah, you're in Event Horizon. I know that already." And I'm like, "Bro, what?"
You're like, "Whoa, yeah, Jeff's awesome, man. He's a really cool fucking dude."
He was chill, man. He was really chill to hang out with. Kind of reminded me of this guy, Wayne.
Yeah, right? About the same. Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. Like, we're not really sure if we're related or not, or if it's just a coincidence we have the same last name.
Y'all seem like y'all are related.
I think so, somewhere down the line.
Get the same facial structure, you get the beard going on for you.
Right?
I don't know, maybe 23andMe or whatever the fuck that test is and get it done.
Oh, shit. Okay, now I know you got some more. Come on.
I do. Okay, so I got 4 more. These are not Dead Scene related. These are my own. These are Event Horizon shows. Okay, we got a lot going on. So July 15th, we're playing with the Convalescents at Southport Hall. We have Xenocide, which is that child prodigy.
That dude. That's
right?
Matt Brown's son, dude. He is fucking amazing. That kid.
Fucking amazing. He's a fucking prodigy, dude.
Yeah, he is. Like, I don't know. That's all I could say is that kid blew me away when he was like, "Hey, dude, check this out." I was like, "Motherfucker, dude."
Well, I was posting memes mastering the art of shred, and I just saw like, have I wasted my life?
Yeah, that kid's amazing.
It's 19, and he fucking blows anything I've ever done out of the water. It's wild.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. And it back to the all ages thing, because his father was in the music community.
Yeah.
He's had that exposure.
Yeah.
And he's ready to play shows, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's great, dude.
July 20th, we're playing in Lafayette at fucking Dat Dog. How about that?
What? That's fucking cool.
We're performing with Prophet, Pariah, Endure. Let me see. Let me pull this event up. Prophet, Pariah, Endure the Affliction, and my homies out in Honorous.
Nice.
I'm not sure how to say the name yet.
Yeah, I want to say Prophet Pariah is playing at Babylon's this month.
Oh, neato. Yeah, I think they're doing a whole bunch of stuff. I think they just released some shit or are getting ready to release some shit.
Yeah. Where's the weirdest venue you've ever played? Is it Dat Dog?
No, it's fucking not. Bruh. So, our first tour, we played the show in Houston at this place called Super Happy Funland.
That sounds amazing.
It's super ironic. It's so ironic because there's nothing happy about it. It was a fucking hippie commune, and they were all addicted to heroin.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh man, did you take
from
any of the appetizers or any of the free stuff? No, okay.
No, they decided to take some not free stuff off our fucking merch table.
Oh, nice.
Oh fuck, dude.
So we roll up to this place, and it's like the whole building it's a fucking warehouse. It's just graffitied all over. Not like, like on the side of a train graffiti. Like they hired a bunch of like really great artists to paint the entire building.
That's cool.
The outside of the building looks incredible. So we pull up, we see it, we're like, holy shit, this looks tight. This is gonna be awesome.
Guys got all excited and shit.
Yeah, we get all excited. So we call the people. They're all like, oh yeah, we're not there yet. Just wait outside. As soon as we get there, we'll let you in. So we just sit there, and fucking like 2 hours later, the front door opens up, and this lady in her pajamas like pokes her head out, and this guy walks around the fucking corner out of nowhere. Did not see him coming. Hands her a little bag, takes something from her, and just walks off. And we're like, bruh, that's the kind of night we're about to have? So after all that, she comes out all like, we got off the phone with her. She sounded like very just
Out of it.
very out of it. And when she comes out, she's all like, okay, here's the venue. Come inside and check it out. We walk in, and just tidal wave of the smell of cat piss. Just
that's sexy.
it assaults our fucking noses.
It's like playing
God.
at the hi-ho back in the day.
Oh man,
dude, the fucking hi-ho, man. I remember going over there, and we were getting ready to play. This is when we were called Apartment 213 back in the day, and like we were getting ready to fucking tear this place apart. We walk in, and
somebody already tore it up for you.
Yeah, dude, we're like, what the fuck? We're like looking around. It smelled like cat piss. My guitar player, after we loaded our stuff in, decided to sit down on one of the couches, and he sat in cat piss. So it was really nice. We had fleas on us. It was good. It was a really good experience.
We didn't sit on anything. We weren't touching anything that wasn't our own equipment that we brought in. After we're assaulted with cat piss, we walk into the actual bulk of the venue out of the little hallway, and it just opens up. It's massive. You look to the right, it's these creepy fucking dolls. You look to the left, and it's just trash everywhere. You can see the stage in the back right. It's an auditorium stage, like you're gonna go see a fucking play or some shit.
Jesus.
sure.
It was wild. Well, as we're walking in, we hear this music playing, and bro, I like avant-garde. I think avant-garde's a really cool genre. This was not avant-garde. This was fucking weird and creepy. We thought we might get murdered.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing place to play.
I will never. I don't care if like a label's like, hey, we booked this for you. Like, nah, you go fuck yourself, dude. We're not playing there.
We're not playing at the Happy Go Fun House.
That's the thing you learn from, because next time if you ever get to a place like that, you can see it and go, fuck no. You turn around, you leave. We didn't sign shit.
I'm a firm believer though in like not burning the bridges. Like I can say I didn't burn the bridge, they did.
Right.
Right,
exactly.
There was nobody at the show, so when our merch table went missing, we know there's like 30 fucking hippies in the back behind that fucking drape. We know they're back there. We can see them coming in and out of the fucking bathrooms. And their drape, you gotta walk around our table to get to the bathroom. We didn't know when we set it up, and we didn't think they were gonna steal. We get on stage, and that's when it went missing. While we were on stage, and I couldn't have full focus on my fucking merch table.
Right.
That's fucking sad, dude.
It is like just a shirt and a CD. Like if you wanted it that bad, I would literally fucking hand it to you. You just gotta ask.
Right, especially go take a shower and then I'll give you a clean shirt.
No. Look. So our acronym is EH. And for me, that stands for something totally different, because my hands are also rated EH for every hippie.
So was that hi-ho your worst gig, Wayne?
No, not my worst gig. The weirdest.
What about the weirdest gig?
The weirdest gig we ever played was we played inside of a Cuckoo's restaurant in a mall.
That's dope.
Yes. We were a metal band playing inside a Cuckoo's Mexican restaurant while people ate.
Were they like, sir, can you please shut it down?
No, this was the greatest thing we've ever done. This was the coolest thing. Like there was 4 families still left eating, and what this place did was when the mall closed, they would close everybody closed. They would open the venue as a venue.
Yeah.
Right. You play.
They still sell tacos though.
Right. You play on the floor, and they push these the seating tables away, and they pile them up in a corner somewhere. But they still had the booths, right? So these families were finishing their food, and we played second. So like the first band warmed them up, and they were kind of like staring at us like crazy. So I, being the idiot and asshole that I am, I decided it was a good idea to go stand on the booths while the people ate.
What the fuck is up, Denny's?
Dude, I was standing on the back of these seats, screaming at the top of my lungs in a Cuckoos, while my guitar player was throwing tables and shit around, and these people were moshing in front of us. It was a very awesome experience.
Do you think they're traumatized, or that's one of those memories that they bury deep down and are trying very hard to not remember?
I hope.
The first band I was ever in, our first show was at. We got asked to play. Someone heard us at a practice, right? And they were like, "Wow, you gotta come do this show. You gotta come do this show." It's like, all right, we'll come do this show. Does it pay? No. Like, all right, well, fuck, we'll go do the show.
Pay.
So we packed everything up. We ended up. It's like, why are we at this school? It's like, we're at a school. Are we playing a dance?
Oh my god.
We weren't playing a school dance. We were playing another school's talent show.
That's amazing.
We didn't even go there.
That's even better.
We drove an hour and a half away to another school. I was like, where the fuck
For
are
a
we
talent
at?
show that you can't technically win.
We can't win. So we loaded our shit in, and they're like, all right, and what is your name of your group? And we told them the name of the group and who you with, and all the names. So we get on stage, and they have like the nerdiest freaking teacher. She goes out there and she pushes up her glasses on her nose, and she's like, and coming onto the stage we have Mr. And then they said all of our names, and we get on stage.
No one knew you.
No one knew it, and they're all looking at us like, who are they? And they're like, and finally, we're a guitarist just finishes tuning his guitar, and somebody in the back went, "Who are you?" And when we played our song, I didn't realize we could only play one song. I thought we were gonna play our set, so it was a big clusterfuck. But that was funny.
Nice, that's fun. That sounds really.
You don't
good.
even go to this school.
Fuck you! I didn't want to win anyway.
Oh shit! Okay, we interrupted you telling us the other two dates you had.
No, it's okay. It's all really organic, and I'm enjoying myself.
Good. That's the idea.
And so again, we're back at Southport for this one at July 31st. 31st.
There's a 34th in July. What the fuck am I missing out on the dates now?
It's not just a 34. It's a 34th.
Yeah,
34th. Here I keep missing.
Jesus Christ!
Oh God!
My calendar's wrong.
So July 31st, we're playing with Auras. They're a touring band with Red Handed Denial. We're also playing with the Lafayette local Rogue, which they're like the only other gent band in the fucking state at the moment.
Nice.
So it's cool to be able to play shows with them, even though we're not technically gent. We're just like kind of gent.
You're on that area.
Yeah, we're in that like we crossed the line, but we crossed it enough to like call ourselves gent, even though we know the truth.
We do. Well, that's good, dude. That sounds like you guys have a lot of fucking shit coming out, man.
Oh wait, I haven't even ended it yet.
Oh fuck, I forgot you had one more.
No, we got some more. So August 3rd we'll be in Mississippi for Frets for Pets. We played that last year.
Oh, that's
really
cool.
Wonderful. It's a charity for the Southern Mississippi Humane Society, I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's really awesome. I love charity. I will always play for charity. I don't mind playing free. I don't mind playing for free as long as I know ahead of time I'm not getting paid. If you don't tell me I'm not getting paid, I'm gonna go in assuming, oh yeah, I'm getting paid.
Exactly. Sure. I feel the same way. Always be ahead of it, dude.
Yeah. Granted, it's not about the money, but I know my worth, and I'm at least worth $20 or a fucking bar tab.
Exactly.
Something, yeah.
After that, we're in San Antonio for Cold Cock Fest 3. We played there last year as well. It was super awesome. All the locals out in San Antonio honestly treated us better than the locals here in New Orleans, and it was really it was really comforting, especially like being at a place that none of us have ever played before. It was really wonderful, and so we're really excited to come back.
I've found that the same when we've played out of state or out of town in places, you know, like we've always been treated better out there than we are at our own hometown.
Out of town gigs always work that way for some reason.
Like,
so weird.
We played in Florida. We actually played in Florida 2 or 3 times, but when we played there the first time, this kid, he booked us. I forget what the name of the band was that he was in. He booked us at this place, and it ended up being like 4 people there, you know, and us. And we were kind of like, that's cool, you know, no big deal. We just paid.
Intimate show.
We just paid for these hotel rooms and, you know, all this shit. We're okay.
You can go on vacation and have band practice.
Yeah, pretty much. And then when we left, he was so sorry. He's like, dude, I'm so sorry. You know, people said they were coming. You know, this place was supposed to be packed. Well, he booked us again, and he was like, look, I'll book you guys again with us at this other venue, and we'll guarantee you guys are going to make some money. I said, well, it's not about the money, man. We didn't care that we didn't make money. You know, it was just kind of a long trip to practice, you know. We want to play in front of people. He goes, I'll guarantee you, dude, there'll be plenty of people at this show. Said, all right, awesome. So we'll do it. So we went out to this place, and we pull up. And this goes into the weird show factory, right? This is like one of these weird shows. We look at the venue, and it's a fucking vegan coffee house. And I'm going, I looked at the guy. He came on and says, hey, guys, I'm glad you're back. You know, I was like, yeah, but, dude, this is a vegan coffee house. And on the outside, it says, anyone who uses foul language will be kicked out. And I'm going, fuck. You know? So we setting up the band, you know, we're like, fuck it. We're in this little wedge in the corner of a coffee house. Like, think of a corner. There's no fucking, there's like a drum riser. So
like playing at Starbucks.
Yeah, pretty much. So like the drummer had his set all the way in the corner by the big display window that you were standing at, you know, you see inside. And then we had our amps up there. So there was no room for me or a guitar player up there. So there's 5 of us, right? So I'm like, okay, so my bass player, my drummer, and one of the guitar players stood up there. Me and a guitar player stood on the floor. Well, that's how we set up. Well, an hour before we went on, the people started coming in. Okay? And I shit you not, it was like one of those old New York hardcore shows where I was in the middle and it was a fucking mob of people around us. It was the fucking coolest like experience we ever had at a show. Like to be in that crazy.
But did you have to change all the words? Like, we're gonna play our next song. It's called "Darn You All to Heck."
No, because the first thing I said on the microphone was, "Please don't kick me out," because I say "fuck" a lot, and everybody just laughed, and then we just went off, and it was fucking great, dude. Like they were nuts. Like the whole place went fucking rowdy. It was great.
That's tight.
Good. Keep that memory while you have it.
Fuck you. I don't have Alzheimer's, you bastard.
Yet.
Thanks, Rick.
No problem. I'm here to support.
I see. Fuck.
So Houston, that's gonna be a good show, man.
San Antonio.
Or San Antonio.
Oh yeah.
Texas, Houston, San Antonio.
Fuck Houston.
Well,
now Houston's got secret groups. Secret groups really tight. I haven't played there. I've heard a lot of good things from a lot of artists. Secret group's really tight. I'd like to play there one day.
Well, make it happen.
Yeah, dude. All you gotta do is make it happen.
It's coming. Don't worry.
I know.
Cool.
I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like you're gonna have a hell of a busy summer closing up. You got stuff going all the way to the end of the year already, or are you still working on all that?
So as far as the year goes, it ends on Cold Cock Fest as far as shows go.
Okay.
I am adamant about finishing an album, so I have new material to play because I'm fucking bored.
Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, you've got to focus. I mean, you got to do one or the other usually. I mean, you got to sit down and focus and finish the album. That way, you've got the multiple material. You know.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I spend a lot of my time writing at home. I mean, I just released an album for no reason, a solo album on my own. with a lot of the locals out here, and I'm working on another one. But you know,
Nice.
I do that as an outlet from writing for Event Horizon, because like with Event Horizon, I have to write in a very specific style in a very specific way. So I have a lot of things that come out while I'm trying to write those things, and I'm all like, okay, we're gonna table this for something else. I keep tabling things, so I have that creative outlet, releasing stupid fucking albums that really are just amalgamations of my imagination gone wild.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Well, it's good to be busy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and Density Media hopefully picks up, and that'll keep me even more busy.
Well, if you get your venue that you have visualizing and in the back of the mind coming towards the front in the works, then you're going to be more busy and you can handle.
Rick, I
can't wait.
I could tell you this right now, dude. We're behind you 100%.
I appreciate that.
Like the show will be. I will push all your stuff. Like always. I promise you.
It means a lot, because especially like since not you as an example, but like New Orleans is very isolated and back to being segregated. Like I don't exactly fit in with any community because I'm not a death metal artist. I'm not playing like Southern metal. I generally don't play those genres. So as an artist, I often feel isolated in my own little world. It kind of sucks. So when people like support what I'm working on and what I'm doing, like, God, I cannot express in words how much it means when I see someone like share an event or share the music video or anything. Because like I feel isolated, like holy. I don't show it. Most of what people see from me is like fucking shit posting or just always being in a good mood. Dude, I'm fucking hard on myself.
Dude, we all are at some point. And you know what I mean? And I agree 100%, dude. Like it sucks to be like that hard on yourself. Like me and Justin were talking today. Like both of us were like in a shit mood. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like, today sucks. This is horrible. But then we were like, you know what? We're going to do the show. We're going to have a good time. We're going to fucking, get out of this rut.
Funk. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's good to have people who support, this show and your stuff and, things like that. You feel really good. Like I love when I see people wearing our shirts or our hats or like a fucking, sticker on their car even, whatever. It's just like, wow, that's fucking cool. People are actually listening to us and shit, very
absolutely awesome. I lose my shit every time. I go fucking ape shit.
Yeah. like you're driving in a car and you see your shit on somebody's car, like, fuck, look, that's my sticker.
It's like the first time you hear your song on a radio.
Right.
Right. I had that experience recently, and it's just like it blew me away because we got the Rue out here in New Orleans, and there's a station in Lafayette, Classic Rock 1019. At the same time, they have a very similar radio show called the Grindhouse that plays local metal.
Oh, cool.
And of course national acts as well, but they play it. And they before we released Of Man, they aired it. So its technical first release was on a national fucking radio station, like a real radio station.
That's so awesome,
fucking wild.
Yeah, that's fucking cool, man.
That is cool.
Well, speaking of, we're gonna come right back after this message.
Yeah.
Pop culture. Funko pop culture. A brand new store. Amazing collectibles you need to check out. North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles, specializing in all things Funko. Funko pop culture. Buy, sell, or trade. North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles is the place for serious collectors. And when they say specializing in all things Funko, they're not kidding. This inventory is massive. So much stuff. So many items at North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles. You never know what you're gonna find. You may find another gem you weren't even looking for. So don't forget to call or stop by North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles, specializing in all things Funko. Located at 1394 Corporate Square Boulevard, Slidell, Louisiana, 70458. Or call 985-265-4279. Check them out. It's Funko. It's pop culture. You can't go wrong.
So there you go. If you need any
Funko
pop vinyl
culture.
stuff, go check out those guys right there. Yeah. Oh, they'll be at the convention this week too. They'll be at the convention this weekend on Saturday.
What's the convention called?
Showcase Comics, Comic Con or something like that. Showcase Con.
Again, so good with names.
I am, dude. I am. I know. Look. I know it's Showcase Comic Books. You know, this comic book store in Slidell. It's their convention, so it's called the Showcase Comic Con.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I was just trying to get them all together. It's it's their first year.
It's a tongue twister.
It's the first time they're doing it, so hopefully it's gonna turn out really well for them.
Super nice.
But yeah. So, Rick.
Hello,
my friend.
Hello.
You know, we talked about our travels to different areas, about stupid shit that we come across.
I'm sick of talking about myself. We should talk about somebody else for a minute.
We will. We're about to play something for these people. Rum talked about his travels. I talked about mine. Now we're going to hear from one of our friends and the segment people always talk about. Here's the World versus Matt.
On this episode of The World versus Matt, we will learn the stories of those individuals whom he has come in contact with or observed on his travels state to state. These are stories from the road. Interesting things that we may not even realize. Observations of human behavior. Maybe some other stories along the way. The World versus Matt, Stories from the Road, will take you on an interesting journey looking at people in their natural and unnatural habitat. Check it out. The World versus Matt.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of The World versus Matt. Today, let's talk about oblivious people. People that are on their own little world, completely unaware of their surroundings. So as you all know, I travel for work a lot and see a lot of interesting people and do a lot of interesting things. It's quite fun. However, there's people everywhere, which is a good thing because, you know, we are people. But the bad thing is when those people are unaware of what's going on around them. Say, for example, you go through the security checkpoint at an airline and you walk through and people stand at the other end of the x-ray machine and they stand there and they put their clothes back on, they put their shoes on, they get their bag ready, they touch up their makeup. All the while, 20 other people are standing there waiting for them to get out of the way so that they can get stuff and move on with their day. That's just one example. Another fine example I had was you get off the airplane, you got to get out through the terminal, you got to go get your bags. Well, the way airplanes or airports are set up is you got to go through security doors to get out of the airport, and you can't go back through them. Well, usually when a person gets off an airplane, there's probably 20 to 100 other people behind them, depending on where they're at in the plane, and all those people are getting their bags. So when you walk through that door, don't just stand there like an idiot. Get out of the fucking way. There are people trying to get through. This applies for any door. Don't just walk into a door and stand there. Let me reemphasize that. Don't just walk into a room and stand at the entrance. Other people want to get past you. They really do. And those people behind you, if you're at an airport or something, might miss their flight because you suddenly decided to stop in a crowd of about 1,000 people, all walking briskly, to admire the fountain at the airport. And then you get trampled to death, and you wonder why. This is going to be a little shorter episode today, guys. Thank you for listening, and remember, get out of the fucking way. Stay tuned for more on the next episode of The World versus Matt.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of The World vs. Matt. Stories from the road. Join us next time for some amazing new insight on the human condition, seen through the eyes of the roamer, Matt. The World versus Matt. See you next time.
Yeah, there you go. That was The World versus Matt and Fuck You, Rum. I did hear you say what you said on the break. I don't have Alzheimer's, you asshole. You can bring those to Mom. I'm sorry, my son is in here.
I'm not bringing anything to my mom.
That's it. See, this is what he does, people. He's actually not talking to anybody. He's
I'm
just
talking to myself. I'm talking to myself.
Nobody back there.
Come here for a second. Hold on. Look, I'll prove it to you. I'm not.
He's talking to the imaginary child that's not in the room. He even goes so far to change his voice. It's messed up.
Say it louder.
Hey,
what's up, Wayne?
Hey,
What's up, Wayne?
He said, "What's up?"
What's up? Oh.
He's looking at himself on the wave that's recording, and he's trying to make it louder. It's pretty funny. But
and so it starts.
Yeah, I know. He you know how he is. He likes to be on the microphone. I know. It's crazy.
It's inherent.
I wonder where he fucking gets that shit from.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway.
Probably
yeah,
his mom.
Probably so.
But
so Rick, we listened to The World versus Matt. We heard about the travels and all that good stuff. So tell us about what you do with Dead Sea Media besides book shows and stuff like that. I know there's other things involved.
Oh yeah, this is a bunch right now. Well, first off, I book locals. A lot of the stuff that I do, like back in, I can make and design your website. Photography. I'm rapidly closing in on working on my own studio where I can record bands. I can point bands in directions for literally, if you need something, I can get it easily. Websites, press kits, photos, just everything a band needs. I can write. I can write and edit your bios. God, it's so much.
There's a lot of stuff.
If a band needs it, effectively, I can do it. And if I can't, I know someone who can for a very low price. And 9 times out of 10, my services are free, with the exception of making a website and press kits. They are a little more involved. Granted, music production is pretty involved, but it's something that I can do without having to host anything.
Gotcha.
But
that's
most
super fucking
cases,
cool.
Yeah, my services are free. I'm trying to help bands. By helping bands, we cultivate our neighborhood, and we have better neighbors. It brings the property values up, and as the property values rise, we get more neighbors.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense, man. That's great. There's no reason why people shouldn't be taking advantage of this then.
I'm saying, but no one, only Josh Berger has taken advantage, and a select few small businesses outside of Louisiana.
That's cool, though. I mean, at least it's a start. You know what I'm saying? It's a start, man. You gotta. Like I said, we're behind you, dude. Look, as soon as our site is finished, which it's been being worked on for the last couple of weeks, or actually month, and as soon as it's up and running, I'm gonna get them to put links to your stuff. I'll have anything you need on there, so that people who go to our site can hit you if they want anything.
Hell yeah.
That'd be great.
It's all about network, man. It's all about network and helping others, dude. That's
on that. If anyone in bands are listening, fucking talk to everyone.
Yes, you have to.
Talk to everyone. And most importantly, fucking watch what you say online or in person. I know I'm the last person to be able to say anything because I post some raunchy shit, but I don't say raunchy shit. And if I share something raunchy, I leave no opinion. just to see what people have to say about it. I generally have no opinion about most things because it doesn't affect me. But just watch what you say because you never know who's both looking and listening.
110%.
You don't know.
Just like us.
You never know what doors are going to get closed for you because you say stupid shit all the time.
Yeah, we kind of, we kind of started out really bad at this show, man, but we're getting better at it.
Yeah, well, hey, but what's funny? And I'm going to say this is it's amazing. And I'm not going to say anything, or say names or anything. It's amazing the archive material that this show has.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we have so much
people
that
we have never aired.
Yeah, like we've actually done so many. We're this episode
we actually
will be
edit.
This episode will be this episode will be 542.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and by the way, I didn't know if you guys knew this. I know Wayne completely forgot. Today is the anniversary of our first show.
Today?
Congratulations, guys.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So we're at 7 or 8. We're at 8 years.
I am the 8 year.
Yeah.
8 years, man. Holy shit.
I'm happy to share this moment with you guys.
That's fucking cool. Yeah, I did forget about that. That's crazy. I knew it was in July. I couldn't remember when.
Yep, the day before the 4th of July.
Very, very cool. Yeah, and it was on a whim that we started this show, and now we're fucking 542 episodes and 8 years down. It's actually more episodes than that because we've done, behind the scenes episodes and bonus episodes that we got lost.
And then all the live shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, we did live shows and stuff.
All that other shit.
So we're probably more along the lines of like pushing 600 and something, but on
paper, where we're at. So there we are.
Yep.
So that's
congratulations, guys.
Thanks, man. That's really cool. But yeah, dude, like I said, we're definitely, we have a bunch of shit that's backstock between all these shows of like stuff that people have said that asked me to cut out. And it's some priceless stuff. And it's some famous people that we've had on this show that said some bad shit.
I mean, if you don't want people to know the things, don't say it while you're being recorded.
Right.
Period.
Exactly.
Well,
you're being recorded.
Well,
I'm on this, and I don't have to watch what I'm saying right now because I'm not going to say anything fucking stupid because I just know better.
Well, the funny thing.
I'm being recorded.
The funny thing is, a couple of these people they were getting hammered while they were recording with us. So once they started getting drunk, boy, they were fucking letting loose.
Oh, the things that came out, the stuff about their private lives,
co-workers' titties, all kind of good stuff.
Oh my god, craziness!
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm gonna ask you to spill some deets when
oh yeah, for sure, man. I'll let you listen to some of the classics. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I love juice, man. I live for the juice.
Shit. Well, dude, it was awesome to have you on the show finally, man.
Thanks, man. It's been awesome. I would happily do this again.
Oh, dude, you're more than welcome to be, whenever. Like, if you come up with some stuff that you want to promote, just hit me up. We'll put you on. You can come as a special co-host or guest host or some shit.
Hell yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing more things with Event Horizon. And
thank you.
And I'm looking forward to getting all that stuff linked together. And
yes, get that.
I know I'm not from New Orleans, but what you guys are doing with trying to get a cohesive community together, I think, is something that everybody listening who is listening in another state, who has a local music scene, really needs to think long and hard about. It's something you can help with in your local area. You need to get together with your community, your local bands, your local musicians. Doesn't matter what genre you are. Get together with them and talk with them and know people, because you're all creative. You're all artists.
Just
you
remember,
all
guys.
Like the scene. You all like music. Get together.
And remember, it starts. All it needs is one person to start. You just need one person, guys. One of you guys.
Importantly, if you're in a local band and your friend is in a band that's in the same genre, y'all aren't competing. It's not. It's not net. What is it? Fucking zero-sum fan base. If they have a fan base and you have a fan base, and y'all have crossover fans, y'all have crossover fans. It's not your fans with their fans. You have fans.
Fans.
Yeah.
You're not competing with each other. The only person you're competing with in your community is yourself.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Don't hold yourself back.
It's too much.
Market yourself, push yourself, promote yourself. Don't be shitty people. People notice those things. If you're genuine to your fans and genuine to people you'd like to have as fans, they notice and they'll become fans because you're being genuine. You're not being shitty. People can sense it.
Yeah, don't be shitty to the other acts either.
No.
That's a whole nother topic for another show, but there are way too many bands out there that think their shit don't stink and they are shitty to other people. We've come across it in bands, we've come across it in the podcast community, we've come across it in every the comedians. I mean, it's fucking stupid.
The entertainment industry is a lot smaller than you realize.
Exactly. And if we were shitty to everybody that we've ever come across, we wouldn't have the group of people that want to work with us that we do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's shut the fuck up. And that's another reason why we call ourselves the MHOG family. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone who works with us, they may not be from this area. They may not be from, hell, we might only see these people once every, 6-7 months. But they all want to work with us because they like who we are and they like what we do. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's you guys need to use that as a fucking, platform, a blueprint. Work with people, don't just shit on everybody.
And if you're listening and you're not from New Orleans, fucking look at the links, reach out to me, ask me questions, pick my brain. I rub elbows with some very influential artists and I learned so much from these guys that I don't believe anyone should have to earn their place. Fucking come take your place. If you want a place, come get it. It's yours.
Fuck yeah.
Nothing is out of any of our reach.
Very cool.
We just got to do it, man. But anyway, Rick, dude, thank you again, man. It was fucking awesome to have you, like I said before, and let's do this again real soon.
Absolutely. I will see you Friday.
Yes, you will. Again, guys, I was your host, Wayne.
I'm the Rum Guy.
Hey, I'm Ricky.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to keep it metal!
Adieu, parting is such sweet sorrow.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Get the fuck out!
Okay then. That's it.